17 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on another SEC rival, the South Carolina Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bishop. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, VAWLS. He just took it the entire length of the field, end-to-end, coast-to-coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the... as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one. This half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Backed up now, here's second and long. To the air, it's Sellers. Dumps it off in the flats. He breaks the tackle. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with third and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Taking it the other way. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing the turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. It's Harbor. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Throws to the back. Oh, he makes the catch. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Looking down the middle. Got his man all by himself. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I think the quarterback at this point just needs to settle down. We saw the interception earlier in the game, and all of a sudden on that throw, just really bad fundamentals. The quarterback just needs to settle himself, get himself into a rhythm, trust his fundamentals, because that's going to help his accuracy.
Catch in the middle, it's Dingle. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're...
Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Return takes it inside the 30, down to the 28 as the defense has them setting up shop from there.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Pulls it in, it's Staley. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short now. They'll give it to the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Volunteers. Oh,
what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He steps out of bounds across the 30 at the 33-yard line. Nice work there by the return team. Position to start this drive from their own 33. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Had it in his hands and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Under fire. He's got his man, makes the grab. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Turning it on. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And the Gamecocks racing to the line in a hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Well, it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Lets it fly. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll go to the toss. He's loose at the 15. Turning on the Jets. The 40. At the 30. Inside the 10. He steps out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll try to finish it with a score from there. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Barrels ahead. Touchdown, VAWLS! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Gamecocks want to move quickly. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Starting to feel a little pressure. On the run, fires downfield. Got him, and nobody's close. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Fires toward the target. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Going for the big play. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Lewis. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
1st and 10.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Thomas. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Unloads quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. off the play fake on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jefferson. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Set to kick this one away.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Here's a heat. He's going for the big play. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And the Volunteers will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Carolina offense is back on the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half is the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Fires downfield. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll run it on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need one more yard on third down. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive.
South Carolina Gamecocks will take over first and 10.
This drive will open from the 15. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Buys a little time. Keeps it going. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Buying some time. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. So now it's second and long. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. This time on target. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the third quarter and get it back with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. On the ground, it's Thomas. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So we open the final period with a third down play. Trying to beat him to the left. Breaks into the open. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, and now he'll have to go back to work to get over 100 yards again for the day.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Running to Green. And they swarm him under. The VAWLS come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Got the quick pass. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback do go in the other direction.
All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Use the play fake, now to throw. Zings it complete to the right.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. Gets away from one. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the pass. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Makes the catch.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from.
Oh, he's got some space. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle.
And the pressure was too much. They get at the 15. Timeout call by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks that this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why.
Heading to the end zone. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game.
Timeout, South Carolina.
With a virtually insurmountable deficit this late in the game, might as well try to put a little window dressing on it. They'll go for it, 4th and goal. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Quick strike through the air from the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Oh, he's got a chance. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little.